Hello, everybody. It's Gabrielle. Yes, again. After the video yesterday, there were quite a few people who enjoyed it and asked a few questions. So I decided to make another one today. Oh, it will become a habit. No, not really. Today, I will be talking about quite a few things. I will continue with the salt, but I also will talk about the emotions. With this whole coronavirus, a lot of people are stressed and they are anxious and trauma. And well, hey, it has never happened before that the whole world is shut down. So quite understandable. Also, the other people who are calmer, they will still pick up the emotions. So they will still have a certain amount of stress. One of the things I always advise my people or the people who come to me is rescue remedy. This is a little powerhouse bottle, little that woohoo. So what you do, you take a glass of water, put a few drops into it, and you drink it, and it helps with the emotions. It helps with releasing the anxiety, the stress, the trauma. It's not a drug, it's a homeopathic. Very, very powerful. And I have used it for a long, long, long time. I used it a lot with my children, so it's very good for children actually. I usually give it to them in a water bottle with a few drops, and they kind of drink it during the day. Helps them to remain calm, and with children, as you know, there's always something going on. So it's very, very good. Number one, especially for the emotions. Now I will continue with the salt. So there is two different things I would like to talk about. One is the salt inhaler, and one is it's like a neti. So let's start with this one. This is a Himalayan salt inhaler. You can get it on eBay, or you can also get it in some health food stores, not all health food stores. And so I think it's about $24. And you will get also a Himalayan salt little bag with it. You put it in there, and then very simple, you inhale and you exhale. What it does, the salt fuels then go down into your lung, loosen up everything in your lungs, and after a while your breathing will improve. I do have lung issues. It has helped me enormously. I do it early in the morning and then before I go to sleep, and that gives me a nice restful sleep without sometimes the chest going really tight. I really would highly recommend that. But remember, they're all recommendations. Please investigate yourself and see what suits you. I cannot highly enough stress that. The other one is, it's like a neti. So with this one, you put hot water in it. I mean, not hot, hot, hot again, because you are going to put it in your nose. So hotish water, and a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. You shake it so it dissolves all really well. Ding, ding. And then you hold one nose, and then you just push it in, squirt it into the other nose, and then the water will come out, and then you do the other side. What this does is really clear your sinuses. So your sinuses many times are full of gunk, really, and that then dribbles down, and that can cause infections. Excellent. I have been using both of them for quite a while, so with really great results. Remember, I was talking also about gargling with salt water. Well, there's another thing you can use instead of salt. You can use iodine. So you get a bottle of betadine. You can get that in Coles and Woolies. and you put a few drops in a glass of water, hot water again, and you gargle. Make sure you get to the back of your tonsils, and that will really also help with the getting rid of the infection. 4 wonderful things to do, but I have more. When I went to the Mind and Body and Soul in Brisbane, there was a stand there, and they were amazing people, very passionate, very enthusiastic, and they come from Northern Queensland. So it's a Northern Queensland company. It's called Rare Earth Oils. This particular one is called Breed. What's in it is eucalyptus, fire needle, peppermint, wintergreen, and ginger. And what I do with this one, also before I go to bed, I have a few drops, put it on my palm, rub my hands together, and inhale through the nose, exhale. Sometimes I inhale also through my mouth and exhale away from my hand, obviously. Very, very good. I do that quite often when I'm home. When I'm not home, they also have like a Vic stick. They call it Snuffler, which I really like. Same ingredients, and everybody knows how to use that. I would highly recommend that. The company is lovely. They give some of the money back to the Aborigines, which I like when people do that. You know, when they give back to society. Nice. And it's really good. It helps your immune system. Smells amazing. And you know you're doing something. And that's what it's all about. It's this self-nurturing too. I feel that that's such a positive way of doing things. Now, I also made, I have a little roller. And so I put some oil in it. You can put olive oil, or I have rosehip oil, combination of rosehip oil and jojoba oil, and then added some of the essential oils which is in this bottle. And what I do, I just roll it, and that I use in the evening for sleeping. So then the fumes come up, and I know that oil will do its work on my lungs, because I do have a little bit of lung problem. Now, with essential oil, there's a bit of a warning with it. If you're pregnant or you have epileptic fits, do look up which oils are good for you and not good for you, because oils, essential oils, they need to be used wisely. So look it up, Google it, and you will be fine. There's a lot of information going on. So, or go to a practitioner, aromatherapist, and they will help you with that. I'm just there to tell you that there are opportunities to go, and that goes for everything. Please go to a health practitioner or a doctor when you feel like, oh, I really need something. So of course do, you know, this is information only. So now I will be talking about EMFs. Now, what are EMFs? EMFs are electromagnetic radiation which is put out, and and frequencies which we really don't want around, like I'm sure you have heard about it, 5G, mobile phones, computers, you know, they all kind of mess with our electricity, which we all have in our body. So personally, I have certain things in my house to protect me against that, and one of them is shungite. Shungite is an asteroid which apparently, I believe, is only found in Russia. Google it. Really interesting story, and it is amazing. So I have a few around in my house. You can also buy little chips, and you can put it on your iPad or your mobile phone. I'll just quickly tell you a little bit. Shungite is believed to absorb and neutralize dangerous frequencies from EMF and radiation. So definitely a good product. I also put it in my water because it's an anti-inflammatory. So I have a carafe, and then I put some of the small shungite stones in there, and that neutralizes the water too. And at the same time, it's a healing. It's like healing water. You have to, every 2 or 3 weeks, put them out in the sun, and then they are cleansed. So definitely, I would highly recommend it. Another one is orgonite, and this is an orgonite. I'm sure people have seen it. Some of it is a little bit smaller. This is a really big one. This is a smaller one. So look it up, orgonite. It's also very, very good to protect yourself against EMFs, which they do lower your immune system, and that's not what you want. Now, I think I'm almost finished. The only thing I would like to add is I make some herbal teas, and one of them, which I personally love, is olive leaves. I'll show you olive leaves. And I'm sure you know somebody who has an olive tree, and you can take a few leaves and then dry them. So you use olive leaves. And then I have a lemon myrtle tree in the back. Oh, amazing. I mean, the smell alone is already so beautiful. And I put that, make that like a tea, you know, with hot water, etc., etc. And then I drink it with lemon. There's the lemon. And also honey. So try to get honey from a beekeeper, then you know nothing is added, or you can use Manuka honey. Everybody knows Manuka honey. That will be it for today. I will make another one because there's a few more things I would like to talk about. So I will say goodbye and keep on singing, keep on humming, enjoy life, and thank you so much for being there. Thank you. Bye.